want to make sure that we acknowledge our special sponsors again. And so I'll call their name because we have a couple of people to show up. We're ready to get started again.
Good evening. May we have your attention, please? We have candidates that need to speak and leave. May we have your attention, please? We will not start again until everyone give us your attention, please. Let's be respectful. Thank you so very much, and thanks for coming out. Again, we will introduce our president of Alabama New South Coalition, Dr. McCullum.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. Lieutenant Colonel Culpepper. So once again, we want to give a special shout out, acknowledgement to the following people who helped to make this possible. Now, every candidate in here that will come and speak before you this evening, yes, they made a special donation, and because of them, this is possible. But we also have those individuals who made a donation that did not have to, who are running unopposed in this upcoming election. And again, they are the Honorable Marika Coleman. Senator Marika Coleman, will you raise your hand or stand? There she is, Senator Marika Coleman. And the Honorable Linda Coleman Madison, Senate District 20. She's also in the House. She's in the back. We also have E&C Farms, Errol and Carolyn Culpepper. The Inslee Entertainment District. Pro Ink Printing. And Magic City Media, Mr. Willie Davis. Thank you, Attorney Yarbrough.
Thank you so much, Dr. McCullum. Okay, at this time, I would like to introduce our Master of Ceremony, Mr. Chris Coleman, and he will begin the evening, the remaining portion of the evening. Thank you.
How y'all doing? Y'all good? Did y'all eat? Nah, nobody, y'all ate food before you got here. Okay, good to have y'all here, man. We about to get this thing started. Big night tonight. I think I'm supposed to start at 6. Start now. I'm trying to make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, we're gonna start right now with the governors. I guess we started with the governors. And coming up for the first time, I don't know why they call him former, but he is a senator. Give it up one time for Senator Doug Jones.
Hey folks, hey Lisa, I want to ask a question. We only got 5 minutes here, but I want to start out with a question. How many in this room, if you are satisfied with your government in Montgomery, and we got exceptions, we got some great legislators from Jefferson County, but overall, if you're satisfied with your government in Alabama, raise your hand. I don't see any hands. If you are not satisfied, let me hear you. Folks, this election year, we have an opportunity to make a historic change. What we're doing is trying to make sure we put power back in your hands. We want to make sure that the power gets away from the power company, that gets away from the big businesses. We want to put power back in the people's hands with what's going on down in Montgomery. You see it every day. They are not representing folks, the people in control. You've got good legislators, and we got great candidates that want to be down there. But the folks that's in charge are not representing the people of Alabama, and we're going to change that. Let me tell you one of the things. Y'all know me. I've only got a couple more minutes. I'm not going to spend any time talking about Doug Jones. You guys know me. New South endorsed me in the primary in 2017 and the general election in 2017. Thanks in part to a large part to what you did. We won that election for the United States Senate in 2017. First Democrat in 25 years. So you know my record. You know I've been there. What you don't know, though, is how much time I've spent for 2 months recruiting candidates to run on the Democratic ticket. But it's not really a Democratic ticket. It's a change ticket. Y'all realize that for the first time, how much? 3. Okay, that's more than I thought. Y'all realize that for the first time since 2006, there's a Democrat running in every constitutional office. Governor, lieutenant governor, attorney general, secretary of state, auditor, treasurer. And our secret weapon, Ron Sparks, y'all know Ron, he's running for his old spot as agriculture commissioner. And to tell you how things have changed, this week in the legislature, I think it was the House passed a bill of protecting agriculture and fishing in Alabama. I don't know all the details. The legislature had to pass a bill. Ron Sparks did it on his own. Did it on his own as agriculture commissioner. We've got to put people back in there that care about you. We're going to put folks in there that are going to bring you a lottery. Y'all want a lottery? We're going to do things because one of the things that people don't understand and really fully appreciate, a governor can expand Medicaid. A governor with a stroke of a pen can write the eligibility rules or direct that they be changed and almost require the legislature to fund it. I can guarantee you this, folks. On the day of inauguration or the day after, Doug Jones is going to expand Medicaid in the state of Alabama. We're going to keep rural hospitals open. We're going to put people first, and that's going to be the change. Look at the folks that are running, folks. I want you to really look at the candidates that we've got this year. You are here this early in the process because you're getting engaged. We need to get more people engaged. We have fewer people in the state of Alabama that vote in gubernatorial elections than just about any state in the country. We're always in the bottom half. Let's make a vow this year to change that. Let's get folks out to vote, because when there is a vote, there is change. And when there is change, there is power back to people. So remember Doug Jones on May 19th in this primary, and let's go on to November and beat a football coach.
Senator Doug Jones, thank you. Right now, for the House of Representatives, you know right now, our gold sponsor candidates have 5 minutes, our silver sponsor candidates will have 3 minutes, and our bronze sponsor candidates would have 2 minutes. Right now, here's another gold one. Give it up from the United States House of Representatives, Ms. Terry Sewell. Or anybody representing her, if they're here.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to just welcome you on behalf of Congresswoman Sewell. She's stuck in the black belt, and she knew she probably would not be able to make it, but she sponsored us anyway. And thank you so much. Just remember, when you go to the poll, you vote Sewell. She stands on her record.
Thank you so much. Here's another gold one. Give it up one time for your Alabama State Senator from District 19. Give it up for Senator Marika Coleman.
Jefferson County, how y'all doing tonight?
Again, I'm State Senator Marika Coleman. I just want to say thank you to Alabama New South Alliance for the support through the years. This premier event that kicks us off every year. And thank God Almighty, I don't have an opponent. So I also want to thank the citizens of Senate District 19 for entrusting me for 4 more years. So that's all I have to say tonight. Looking forward to hear from everybody else. Everybody remember to go out and vote on May 19th. Change. And also for all of the people that have already been doing the work, fighting the good fight, and doing all that we need to do to make a better Alabama. Again, Marika Coleman, thank y'all so much for allowing me to serve you for these past 4 years and 4 more years.
I got both my DAs in here right now, both DAs. District Attorney Danny Carr and is, I was looking for you, Denise. Give a round of applause, both of them here. All right. Coming to the stage now, this is a candidate, y'all, for the U.S. Senate. Run up the Senate, give it up for Dakari Laureate. Give it up for him.
So much, Chris. Y'all, give yourselves a round of applause for coming out and supporting this process today. Thank you so much. Now, I hate to say it, we have a pedophile in the White House right now. All right. We have a failed healthcare system due to a feckless Senate that will not vote for ACA extensions. We have a failed education system right now. We have a completely dismantled Department of Education because of illegal actions taken by Donald Trump. We have unaffordable groceries and housing because of illegal tariffs imposed by Donald Trump. That is why I am running for United States Senate. We deserve better. Do you agree? We deserve leaders that actually know what the key issues are facing our state and have plans to fix them. We deserve leaders that actually live in the state. How about that? We deserve leaders that know the 3 branches of government. I think that's baseline. My name is Dakari Laureate. I want to share a little bit about me, my journey, and why I am day one ready to serve you in the United States Senate. For starters, I'm actually from the state, born and raised in Birmingham. My mom is a teacher. My dad served in the Army, and I traveled around the world. That experience made me who I am. Back in Birmingham, I excelled in school. Graduated from University of Alabama with honors, but I couldn't find a job. Like many of us, I was underemployed. So I left the state and I built a career in New York. Thank you so much. I built a career in New York. Came back to Alabama and threw myself into service. Volunteering, driving for Meals on Wheels, working at the Humane Society. Became president of my HOA, a big development in downtown Birmingham. Last year, I was falsely arrested, tortured by Michigan State Police. The police attempted to plant drugs in my car. I've been fighting for justice ever since then. And my situation is not unique. We have a broken criminal justice system right here in Alabama. And that is fed by a lack of education, healthcare, and economic opportunity. So that is what this campaign is about. It's about investing in us, education, healthcare, and the economy so that we all excel. I love this state so much. I hope you do. Let's show up May 19th. My name is Dakari Laureate for United States Senate. Thank you.
We got another silver one. First of all, before I get started, Roger Smitherman, our senator, he had a basketball game he had to get to. He was a gold sponsor, but he could not make it tonight because I think Ramsey is in a tournament. Okay, so we're gonna give him, shoot prayers our way to the one and only Senator Roger Smitherman, y'all. Make sure y'all do that for him, okay? Here's another Alabama State Senate running for District 20. Give it up for State Senator Linda Coleman Madison.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for all the years that you have supported me down through the years, from city council to the state legislature. I do not have an opponent, Republican or Democrat. And let me just say to all of those who are running, you don't run when there's an election, you run every day. Everything that you do, you run every day in order to be accountable. But let me just say this, since I'm not running, but I am running. I always let people know because I want to thank them. This election is so important, y'all. There's division on the other side. I want you to hear me. There's division on the other side. I'm sure you all been watching what's going on in the news and the legislation and everything. Stuff leaking out. But it's dissension on there. This is our opportunity, but we got to be united. We got to stop playing checkers and start playing chess. Yes, we got to strategize. You got to understand, we need every vote. This is the first time I have seen us have people up and down the ballot. Public Service Commission and everything is very important. Got a bill about that to kind of change that some. It's going to increase the numbers and still allow people to vote in districts. Hopefully we get more people on that way. But the point is that we need every vote, not just the people here. I know you're conscientious voters. Get everybody out. Understand what the issues are. Meet these candidates. Pick up the literature and study who they are. In Montgomery, we need help. How many is we got, Marika?
There's only 8 of us in the Senate out of 30.
8 Democrats out of 35. And our folks look at us and say, why do y'all do X, Y, Z? Mr. Gunn used to say, can you count to 5? That was 5 out of 9 on the city council. You got to have a majority. We are in the super minority. We need help. And we need help at every level. So I'm just going to encourage you to get out and vote. Encourage other people to vote. But please support the Democratic ticket. Vote straight Democratic.
Thank you so much. We're moving right now to the state houses. Each of these candidates have 3 minutes each. Give it up for candidate State Rep District 52, Gigi Hayes. Give it up.
Good evening. I am attorney Gigi Hayes. Many of you may not know me, but I am an attorney here in Jefferson County, and I'm also a law professor here in Jefferson County. And as an attorney, I understand all too well how legislation affects our communities and allow our communities to thrive, and in the likewise can be connected to how our communities are not allowed to thrive. And for this reason, I am running for Alabama State House Representative for District 52, and on May 19th, I ask that you give me your vote. And I say that because my platform is focused on safe and thriving communities. I want to make sure that we have home and health stability, while we also prioritize economic development and workforce mobility. So on May 19th, get your friends, your family, and go to the go to the voting polls and vote for Gigi Hayes for District 52. Thank you.
We're going to stay right there in District 52. Candidate, Latanya Millhouse. Give it up.
Good evening. I want to thank you all for being here, taking time out your busy schedule to be here tonight. My name is Latanya Millhouse, and I am a lifelong resident of Birmingham, born and raised in Titusville in a Union military strong family. So tonight, I spent most of my career building bridges with resources in our community.
As a former manager for community and government relations for Oak Street Health and class training, I built those relationships with our community and our government. So leading programs in our community, helping people make that connection in those resources, fostering small business development with Operation Hope, where we focused on disaster preparedness and building small business and nonprofits in our community. Lastly, but not least, I supported the families at Family Court while I was at Family Court. That was one of my most important bridges in our community. I've done this work for decades, for you and for me, so we can have a better community. Our district deserves a leader that's going to display integrity, accountability, and show up when it's not election time. One more time. Our district deserves leadership that's going to show up and be accountable when it's not election time. As a leader, I understand what it means to grow our community. We need safe streets, accessible health care, stable housing for our community, quality opportunity for our children, our grandchildren, and our great-grandchildren, so they will stay in Alabama and stay in District 52. We've seen what happens when our leadership operates behind closed doors. And District 52 deserves better than that. At this time, I'm asking you for your support in this office. I will be transparent, very consistent. I have always been consistent with my service in the community. Host quarterly meetings with my community so we can grow my district better. I am not running for the seat in District 52. I am running so District 52 can have a seat at the table. We need to make sure that we are accountable for our tax dollars. On May 19th, I am asking you for your support, your prayers, your donations, and your vote. Thank you.
Keeping it going. I saw him around here earlier. He was walking around here from District 54, running for office. Neil Rafferty. There he is. Hey, Neil.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here, and thank you for having me here so I can share with you why I need your vote, why I need your support this May 19th. For House District 54. Over the past 8 years, I've been working on fighting for and alongside and empowering the people that I serve. And I have shown up to the communities. I brought investment and grants and money to after-school programs, to our high school athletics teams, to make sure that our kids are staying out of trouble. I made sure that we had in-school counselors. I made sure that on the mental health front, that I have been fighting for our veterans. As a Marine Corps veteran myself, I want to make sure that our veterans, the people who fought for our freedom, have everything they need to thrive. On top of that, there's a lot of people here hurting from substance use disorder, and I'm on the Opioid Settlement Funds Task Force to make sure that that money gets to our communities, fighting to make sure that those services get to underserved and rural parts of this state that have been hit hardest by the opioid epidemic. On the front of equality, one of my biggest landmark capstone pieces of legislation that I've been able to get passed was eliminating the pink tax and the diaper tax. That means no longer do women have to pay a larger share of the sales tax revenue. That means that our growing families no longer have to pay sales tax on diapers, on maternity clothes, as well as baby wipes and other things that young families need to thrive and succeed. On top of that, with health care, I've worked on portable benefits to make sure that our gig workers, the folks that are driving for Uber, for Shipt, thank you very much, for Uber, for Shipt, for DoorDash, that they have the opportunity to afford health care themselves, because right now they're 1099 employees that don't have anything, don't have any benefits. So this is a way for a tax-free account for them to make sure that they can save for retirement, that they can afford child care, that they can actually afford the health care that so many of us might be taking for granted. On top of that, with health care, I've fought for workforce to make sure that mid-level providers, primary care providers, are not just in the wealthy parts of the state or the city, but that they are here in our communities. So, I stand by my record. You know that I fought for you, alongside you, and empowered the folks that I serve. And I hope that on May 19th, I can count on your support, on your vote, because the work is not done, and I need you now more than ever. Thank you very much.
Running for the same seat, candidate State Representative District 54, Mr. Joseph Hope.
How you doing? How's everyone doing? Listen, I'm gonna be very quick. We're at war. I don't have big donors. I don't have big friends. I have the children. I have kids in the community. I'm part of the Hope Foundation that I started that is sending like 25 kids to Lowe's, to Home Depot to get jobs, they get out of jail, don't know what to do in their life. I'm in the trenches. If you want to look and see if there's real change, go to your community. Go see the centers in your community that look like trash. Go look at your streets. Go look at everything around you. I have the kids. I have the parents who call when their kids have a gun. They come to me to go to court. They see me every day on the news trying to fight for children. You can look up the Hope Foundation. My candidate is fighting for that if your child, if a grown boy says he wants to be a girl, he can go in the same bathroom as your girl, your daughters do. You don't believe me? Go Google it. He fall against the bathroom bill. That if a boy says, today I want to be a girl, he can go right into the girl's bathroom. That's what he wanted. So if you don't believe me, go look it up. But your children are in danger. Your water, you're losing your water. You're losing everything in your neighborhood for 8 years. But if you believe that, you believe that. But I'm with your children. Your children are dying on the street. They have no funding for any programs to help them. I'm trying to fight for funding to help your kids get out of the street, put the guns down, mental health, health care, everything that matters. Your neighborhood still look the same after 8 years. Your neighborhood still look dirty after 8 years. There's no state funding meeting your neighborhoods. You don't believe me? Drive them. If you want to vote for somebody that tells you something, has good friends, big money friends, you do what you have to do. I'm in the trenches with your children. And if your children don't matter, you vote for Neil. If your kids matter, your community matters, and you want to have a future for your generation, you better vote for me. God bless you. Have a great day. Woo!
Right there, Commissioner. Anyway, is anyone representing Travis Hendricks? He's running for District 55. Is anyone here representing him? Here? Okay, I know that Travis's wife was in the hospital, and we thought he was going to send somebody here. Man, keep Travis and his wife in your prayers. Can y'all do that for me? Yeah, please do that. Do that. Now we're going to move on to District 57. Shamaya Atkins, candidate for State Representative, District 57. Is she here? All right. Come on, come on.
Good evening, everyone. First, I would like to thank New South Alliance for allowing me and giving me the opportunity to speak to you guys. Also, thank y'all for coming out to listen to me speak. My name is Shamaya Atkins, and I am running for Alabama State House of Representatives, District 57. I am a 24-year-old law student. I've been in public service since age 19. I can stand here and tell you a lot of reasons why I run for state representative, but with the time of life, I just give you my main reason. I'm running for state representative because I want to be an inspiration to others, especially those in my age group. I've spoken with many, most of them want to run, are seeking for office, have the credentials, and are capable of being a leader. So I want to be that inspiration for them and show them that it can happen. So that's why I'm running for state representative. I also can stand here and tell you a lot of ideas that I have to bring to the state house if elected. But as I said before, with the time allotted, I can give you one of my main priorities. So one of my main priorities is implementing the real estate program in our high school, where our youth can learn financial literacy, the home buying process, even about credit. Yes. So on May 19th, I hope to have your support. Vote at. Thank you.
All right. Candidate for State Representative District 57, Mr. Patrick Sellers is here. Patrick here?
No, he's not here.
Okay, come on. All right.
Good evening. I'm Chandra Bell, and I am representing Representative Sellers this evening. He couldn't be here. And I am going to read to you what he sent for me to say to you tonight. He said, good evening, everyone. And thank you to New South Candidate Forum for hosting tonight's conversation. And thank you to the community members who care enough to show up and stay engaged. My name is Dr. Patrick L. Sellers. I am honored to serve as the state representative for House District 57. But before I was a legislator, I was a pastor, a neighbor, and a community advocate. I prayed with families in crisis, helped seniors find resources, mentored young men searching for direction. So when I ran for office, I didn't run to be a politician, I ran to solve problems. And since being elected, that's exactly what we focused on, real results in real neighborhoods. We've supported local schools and scholarships, invested in youth programs and athletics, funded food assistance and senior services, helped nonprofits serving families in need. Because government should not just operate at the state house, it should show up in the community. Tonight, people aren't asking for political speeches, they're asking for progress. They want good schools, safe neighborhoods, and a fair chance to succeed. That means strengthening public education and workforce training so our children have opportunity whether they choose college, a trade, or a career. It means public safety that includes prevention, mentoring, mental health access, and supporting families before problems become crimes. And it means standing up for working families who feel the pressure of rising costs. Government shouldn't make life harder, it should remove barriers and create opportunities. My approach to leadership is simple. Listen first, work with anyone willing to help the community, and put people over politics. You may not always agree with me, but you will always know I am working for District 57. I'm running for re-election because the work is not finished. We have momentum in education, youth development, and community investment. I want to keep moving forward, not start over. I ask for your vote, but more importantly, your partnership, so together we can continue building a district where families thrive and opportunity is real. I am Dr. Patrick L. Sellers. I've served with faith, integrity, and results, and I would be honored to continue serving you. Thank you, God bless, and vote for Patrick Sellers on May 19th.
All right. Running for the same seat, State Representative District 57. Give it up for Ms. Mara Ruffin Blackman.
That sounds so good, thank you. Good evening, my name is Mara Ruffin Blackman, and I am running for Alabama State Representative, House District 57. I am a small business owner, a nonprofit leader, a community advocate who has spent years doing the work in our community, supporting education, helping seniors, feeding families, and rebuilding lives. I believe in leadership that shows up. I believe in prevention over punishment and support over incarceration. I've worked on the front lines helping families. I'm ready to take that same commitment to Montgomery. Since we got that out the way, let's be real. Let's be real. District 57 need real results. We have real issues. Our communities have real issues. We got to get to work. We have work to do. Okay? First off, we got to stop being okay with sending people to Montgomery or electing people into office that create bills, create policies that is not relevant to our community. That's not relevant to our community. First off, what we have to do is get the people to the table and see what they want. It's their issues. That's what we're fighting for. We're fighting for the people. For me, I am committed to working with every municipality that runs through District 57. Because every municipality have different issues. They need different results. And we got to work together. We got to put aside the pettiness. We got to put aside fighting against one another. If we want to see real change, we got to work. We have work to do. And we got to stop sending the same people to the places where we get the same results. I'm asking for your vote. I'm asking for your prayers. I'm asking for your support on May 19th, 2026. I am ready to go to the State House. I am ready to fight for you. I've been on the front lines. I've been working with no permission and with no title, getting a job done. It's time for real work. It's time for real results. Y'all already seen what came before me. So, y'all, let's work.
All right. Okay. Rolanda Hollis was supposed to be next, but she's a silver sponsor. She doesn't have a candidate going against her, so she just wanted to let everybody know that, you know, she's still hanging out with us. She was a sponsor, and I wanted to make sure you guys knew that for Rolanda. All right? Candidate for State Representative District 60. Give it up for Alicia Lumpkin.
Good evening. Good evening again, y'all. First, I would like to take a moment and thank everybody that had a hand in putting tonight's event together. I appreciate the opportunity to be able to tell y'all my vision. Second, I'm gonna switch it up just a little bit. I'm gonna start off with a story, and hopefully you'll be able to understand why I'm running and why this is so important. All right? So in about 2007, I moved back home to be closer to my grandfather, Reverend Wesell Escott Sr. As he was getting up in age, I wanted to be here in his final days, and that was the best decision that I've ever made to do that. But in that transition, I had an opportunity to work at a small title loan company that lives in our district, right? And so during that time, I met some amazing people, some folks that were just living life. But there was one lady that stuck out to me. She was maybe in her late 60s, maybe her early 70s. But the thing that stuck out to me is that she took out a loan for $500 to be able to help one of her family members out. When she took out that loan, when I started working there, she had been paying on that loan for at least 3+ years, right? So if anybody could do the math, if she's paying $60 to $70 every month, and she's done it for over 3 years, she has paid that loan back and some. And so the problem was that she was on a fixed income because we had a really good manager that was trying to help her out. And so he told her, if you come in, you pay a little bit more, you can pay that down. Fixed income, she was stuck. So he went on behalf of her to the company to ask them to forgive the loan. You know what they said? No, they wouldn't do it. And so 2 things came out of that. First thing that came out of that was I knew that I couldn't continue working there. All right? Thank you. I had to move on. Second thing was that I knew that I had to be at the table where decisions were being made to be able to protect people like her, because that could be my grandma, my auntie, or any of my cousins. And that's not okay. So I'm running for Alabama State House to be able to advocate for folks like that, to be able to represent people whose voices feel like they have not been heard.
I'm Alicia Escott Lumpkin, and I am running for Alabama State House District 60, and on May 19th, I would love to have your support. My priorities are simple: economic development, focusing on workforce, making sure that our young people and our old people have the resources that they need, and making sure that our community is able to work together, one band, one sound, singing from the same sheet of music to be able to move our neighborhoods forward. Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Representing District 60, give it up one time for candidate Wanda Gavan.
Hey y'all. It's simple. This is about my fourth time around, going on my fifth time around. It's real simple for me. We know the issues. They don't change. Marginalized people, the lack of jobs, our educational system broken, the last or first hired, first fired. The needs remain the same. It's real simple. I'm a Democrat 365 days of the year, a yellow dog Democrat. I am not here to give you a long story, a poem. I'm not here to give you a thesis, a dissertation, or a term paper. I'm simply here to tell you, if we're not in this room tonight talking about the possibilities of two names, Donald Trump and Tommy Tuberville possibly. No, we gotta talk about it, because the fact is, y'all need somebody in Montgomery that, if he is elected, is going to go to Montgomery and fight on your behalf. That's going to go to fight for the marginalized. That's going to go to fight for the homeless. That's going to go for fight for economic development, affordable housing, tax credits, jobs, and incentives. This is a serious matter. I'm going back to Montgomery after May 19th. And all I can simply say to you all without a long speech is this: may the work I've done speak for me. Let's do it again. I'm State Representative Wandalin Lily Gavan, and I did approve this message.
All right. We're going to go to District 3. Candidate for County Commission, Mr. Kamara Blue.
Good evening. My name is Kamar Blue, your next Jefferson County Commissioner of District 3. I've been living in Jefferson County for a brief 48 years, all my life. I stay in the McCalla area, and I know in the last election cycle, when I went to vote, I saw that it was only one candidate in that area. And it started vexing my spirit. And so I've been praying for 4 years of, do I want to do this for the people? And so here I am today. I'm married to the amazing Dr. Latandra Blue. Her and I are the owners of Blue Vision Center in Jefferson County. And I want to be your candidate for County Commission District 3. I got a few things I like. As a former firefighter, I believe in safety. I believe in public safety. The other day I was talking to somebody. I was taking a friend of mine to give his dad a shot in Central Park. I was sitting in the car, and while I was sitting in the car, I heard about 40 gunshots, and I couldn't get low enough in my car. I was in there low. But by the time I came up and turned around to see what was going on, Birmingham police was on the scene. They were there. And they are there because they have adequate police officers in the police force. So as county commissioner, I will make sure that the 60 plus officers that we need in Jefferson County will be filled. I will make sure that our officers have competitive pay so that we can retain them and not lose them to other jurisdictions. I will make sure our sheriff has the most up-to-date technology for crime fighting in our areas. With that being said, I made a lot of I didn't make mistakes. Mistakes is when you do stuff you don't realize. I made a lot of bad decisions. And because people helped me, I am who I am today. And so I want to make sure that our schools are funded so that they can have programs and job training so that when they graduate from high school, they can feel those job quest jobs. I want to make sure that our roads are not just put on city leaders, that the county has some responsibility with that too. It shouldn't be a death sentence or a dangerous place in the rural areas outside of Jefferson County. I want to make sure that progress is not punishment to our neighbors, meaning we're not putting dangerous industrial facilities in our areas at the sake of our citizens. I want to make sure that I'm a person that listens to the people. You'll see me for 4 years. Hello. You will see me for 4 years. My job, my goal is to listen to the people and be a voice for the people. I'm asking for your vote because I believe in a county that is safe. I believe in a county that's accessible. I believe in a county that's protected. Thank you.
For the Public Service Commission, candidate John Northrup. Give it up.
Hi, folks. Thanks for me, too, for this opportunity to speak with you. I'm a candidate for place 1 of the Public Service Commission. For those of you who don't know what the Public Service Commission is, it's a 3-member commission elected to 4-year terms statewide. Okay? They're the ones who regulate the utilities. They're the ones who approve the rates for Alabama Power Company. Okay? Alabama Power Company presently, under a Republican Public Service Commission, has some of the highest rates, not just in the Southeast, in the entire country. It also has some of the highest profits in this country. The owner of Alabama Power is something called the Southern Company, and I saw a list of salaries today. The salary for the CEO, the head of the Southern Company, is more than $20 million a year. Folks, we can do better than this. We can do better with our rates, we can do better with our power profits, and we can be sure that we have a Public Service Commission that cares about the consumer, not the power company. Now, I got 3 things that I'm gonna work hard on. 1, affordability. That means that we need to be very, very attentive to the cost of the power, the gas, all the utilities that we may use. And we need to set rates that people can afford. Second, sustainability, sustainable energy. We need to be investing more in the kinds of energy that cost less and can protect our environment and protect our standard of living across the country, here in Alabama too. And third, the third thing is accountability. The problem with the Public Service Commission right now is it hasn't had a full public open rate hearing called a rate case since 1982. Say what?
Tell them, you tell them.
Oh, okay, I'm telling them. We need to have a formal rate case right away and fix some problems down there. So, here's what I'm saying. I'm going to say one more thing. I got 2 opponents, rivals from Mobile. Those guys are good guys too. But I hope Jefferson County is going to stick with me. All right. Okay? And one more thing. Is Sheila here? Sheila McNeil? Where's she? Sheila McNeil? is the place 2 nominee for Public Service Commission, and she's from Huntsville, and I know she came down this way. So you got 2 votes. We need 2 members of the Public Service Commission. 2 votes wins anything we want. Thank y'all.
Good evening, everyone. Of course, you know I'm not Chris Coleman, but I will be finishing off the program tonight. I'm Attorney Charity Davis. Next, we will have Clinton Woods, candidate for County Commissioner District 1.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good evening. Number one, I want to thank y'all for just putting this on, giving us a platform and an opportunity to share. I am a city councilor in Birmingham. I've had the opportunity to serve nearly 8 years and just excited about the opportunity to serve at the county level. I think I see a lot of familiar faces in the room, and so one of the things I want to say is that my style of leadership, I really pride myself on being accessible. If you have an issue, if you need to talk to me, if we can help you with something, I will answer my phone. I will meet with you. I will come see you. I will be accessible. I will really focus on serving the community. So that's important. She whispered to me I had 3 minutes, so I'll talk about 2 things tonight. One is going to be public safety. And so I think we know in our county, one of the most important pieces is public safety. Every resident should be able to feel safe in their home, in their community. We have to prioritize that. And so one of the things I think that would be very impactful for public safety here is going to be investing in recruiting and retention for the sheriff's office. I think one of the things that we saw really play out in Birmingham was we invested about $15 million into a recruiting and retention plan, and for the first time in nearly a decade, Birmingham Police Department is fully staffed. And so that's important because that allows law enforcement to focus on the quality of life issues, the speeding in your neighborhood, the door-to-door just community policing that's important. And so that's something that we have to pass. We brought that to the commission in the past and were unable to get it passed, but I believe that through continuing to work on that, I believe that we can get that done. I think that gives us the opportunity for more response teams who just simply go around the county and respond to spikes in crime. And so I'm excited about that. The second thing is economic development. And so big businesses are important. We have to work with large businesses to make impact and want to bring jobs. But no longer can the county overlook small businesses. It doesn't matter where you live in the county, the quality of your life oftentimes is largely connected to the number and the quality of small businesses near your home. And for those reasons, we have to invest in those businesses. We have to help them grow. We have to create funding for them to expand and offer better services, improve their aesthetics. In my district in Birmingham, I created a grant fund that allows businesses, if you want to expand your business, if you want to offer better services, if there's an aesthetic upgrade that you can make that will make your business better to better serve the public, we have funding available to you. And so it's been really cool to be creative, to use the resources that are available. And we know there's always more problems than resources. And so I've always been able to be creative to identify solutions using what's available. But I'll leave you with this. Like I said, accessibility, we're going to be creative and we're going to take on the big problems. We'll never avoid the major problems. So thank you all for having me.
Thank you, Mr. Woods. Next, we will have Mark Petway, candidate for sheriff.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheriff Mark Petway, and I'm delighted to stand here today to let you know I've been honored to serve as your sheriff. Now, I stand here today to continue to ask for your support and your prayers as we continue to do the work for Jefferson County. Now, when I took office, I made promises. I promised that I would make Jefferson County safer, stronger, and united. And to tell you today that crime is down by 23%, that lets you know that we have done it. We have helped cities on the western side like Fairfield, Midfield, Lipscomb. We made sure that they had the same type of protection as the other cities had. Fairfield was averaging 13 to 14 murders a year. Last year, they only had 2. Now, that is a great turnaround right there. Now, we not only look to just to go make an arrest, but that means that those numbers show that people get to sleep good at night. That also means that businesses can come here and thrive. And it means that your communities are safer. So that's what those numbers mean. Now, we also have programs that we have throughout the sheriff's office that we invest in our children. The program we have is called Books, Not Bullets. We want to make sure that our children don't get caught up in the pipeline from school to prison. So we give them books to help them build a library. They read, they learn, and they dream big. So this is what we want for our kids, to be able to have a hope and a future. Not only do we have books, not bullets, but we have a program called LEAP. It gives us a chance to go out and mentor young kids through sports programs. Now these programs are good, and it produces championships throughout all of our communities. Now, we also train our deputies how to de-escalate situations when there's crisis going on. Then going out, giving a helping hand and not just handcuffs. Getting those individuals help when they need it. So I ask you for a better way, for a more excellent way. Please keep Mark Petway. Thank you.
Next, we will have Chris Anderson, candidate for sheriff.
Good afternoon, good evening. Thank you all for allowing me these few minutes to talk about my candidacy. My name is Chris Anderson. I am a 31-year veteran in law enforcement. I have been serving this community since I was a little bitty boy, way before I was a police officer. I followed my mother's footsteps into this profession. Back when the 70s, when they weren't hiring a whole lot of black females in the profession, she stood up, not just because she had 3 little boys that she had to take care of, but it was because she believed in believed in doing what was right. My career in Birmingham started off in 1995. I served 21 years with the Birmingham Police Department. I have worked in every position in the Birmingham Police Department, including I was one of the investigators featured on the First 48. After retiring from Birmingham, I went on and spent the last 10 years of my career writing strategies, new policies, working cold cases, and wrongful convictions. I have stood up in my profession for my entire career, and I will do that when I'm elected to Jefferson County Sheriff. Now, there's a lot of things that are happening right now. Right now we have I want to make sure I get this right. The current administration would have you believe that crime is down, and that's correct. Crime is down for 2025. But we can't have short-term memory. 2022, 2023, 2024 was some of the most dangerous times in Jefferson County history. We cannot compare 1 year of good crime rates against 3 years of some of the worst years in Jefferson County history. I'm a man that stands on transparency. Right now, law enforcement is being weaponized against the people that it's supposed to serve. I'm a man that believes in standing up, including standing up against my own profession when necessary. That's what happens when you work wrongful convictions. My record is clear. I'm a man of integrity. I want to bring the experience and the leadership to Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. We had a lot of people come up here and talk about change. We need change. That includes in the Sheriff's Office. Again, my name is Chris Anderson, your candidate for Jefferson County Sheriff.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Next, we will have Mr. Jude Washington, candidate for sheriff.
Good evening, Jefferson County. My name is Jude Washington, and I'm a candidate for Jefferson County Sheriff. I have 30 years in law enforcement, 28 of those years with the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, where I wore many hats. Started out in corrections, where I maintained security, custody, control of inmates in the county jail. Went on patrol, where I answered calls to your service. And then I went to work undercover narcotics, where I kept dangerous drugs off the streets. And I did that for 18 years. Also, for the same 18 years, I served as an undercover agent for the FBI task force. Doing that, we did drug cases locally, nationally, and sometimes internationally. I didn't just participate in this kind of thing. At the same time, I was supervising the Jefferson County Narcotics Division. I created the sex trafficking unit for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I created the tactical narcotics school for the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. I've been in the trenches. Now, as my cohort, Mr. Anderson said, we can't just look at crime being down during election season. Crime has to be down. You have to fight for crime 365 days a year. And as a sheriff, I'll be your sheriff 365 days of the year. We can tout numbers from Fairfield. Fairfield's not the responsibility of the sheriff. Fairfield has its own police department. But we have more sheriff deputies there than we have police officers. We have unincorporated Jefferson County that's being left without service. So I'm gonna keep this short. You know, if you want a sheriff who's gonna prioritize gimmicks and use the sheriff's office as a title, then don't vote for me. But if you want a sheriff who's gonna make sure that you're protected, who understands the mission of keeping you protected, then on May 19th, vote for Jude Washington. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. Next, we will have Ms. Gaynell Hendricks, tax assessor. She's running for tax assessor. Is she here? Ms. Gaynell Hendricks. Ms. Hendricks is a sponsor tonight. She does not have opposition, but we would like to thank her. Next, we will have Mr. Charles Winston, Assistant Tax Assessor. Is he here? He's not here. Does he have a representative? Okay. Mr. Winston also was a sponsor. We would like to thank him. Oh, Pastor Winston had a revival tonight. We would like to thank him for being a sponsor. Next, we will have Danielle Lewis Matthews. She is a candidate for the Assistant Tax Collector.
Good evening, everybody. First, I would like to say thank you to New South for giving us a platform to come and announce our candidacy, and thank you for coming out. My name is Danielle Lewis Matthews. I would like to tell you a little bit about myself first. Born in Fairfield, Alabama, I was raised in Brighton, Alabama. Went to Brighton Elementary, Rutledge Middle School, graduated from Midfield High School, went on to get a higher education at Miles College. After Miles College, I worked for the State Department in child welfare while obtaining my real estate license in 2005. So yes, I am a 20-year real estate broker and instructor for the state of Alabama, okay? Why am I running? Qualifications. Again, I'm a 20-year real estate broker. I'm a licensed real estate instructor with the state of Alabama, as well as one of your land commissioners. So as you know, I've been assisting our tax collector for over 20 years with maximizing their assets, being transparent, giving them options, but most importantly, advocating for them, okay? Also, when we come to leadership, being at a place as a real estate instructor, I give an opportunity to teach others about real estate, as well as about taxes, how to calculate property taxes, and so forth. One of the things that you can know is Danielle Lewis Matthews is committed to the people. You all have known me from being around the neighborhood, serving. I have a nonprofit organization where I help out with youth. That's be it the Birmingham Housing Authority, the Bessemer Housing Authority, Parker High School, as well as our local high schools, okay? That's what I do, I serve. You may also know me as that lady that put on those classes to show you how to purchase tax properties and be able to walk you through that process. And so no, it's no gatekeep. So why am I running? Yes, I've been serving the Bessemer cutoff for over 20 years. What I would like to see, I would like to see transparency. I want you to be visual to you. And then on top of that, let's create some workshops. Let's show people how to obtain these properties that are ran down. Showing them how to get access to purchase. It's not like that we can't. We just want to know how. Again, my name is Danielle Lewis Matthews, running for the assistant tax collector in Bessemer, Alabama.
Thank you, Ms. Matthews. We would like to give a special thanks to Judge Keisha Davis, Judge Brian Huff, and Judge Martha Cook. They were some of our sponsors tonight. They are running in the election, however, they are running unopposed. Next, we will have Ms. Tiffany Jones. She's running for District Court Judge, Place 7. She's running for the Assistant Tax Collector of the Bessemer Division.
Hello, how are you? I am Keisha Miles Jones, and I am running for the Assistant Tax Collector position. I am ready to continue to work. I've been working in the community for over 20 years. I have my own business. I have a foundation that service all of Jefferson County. I partner with a lot of organizations that's already in the room tonight, so most of you already know me. But enough about myself. I want to talk about what I want to do for the community. Like I said, I'm already in the community. I'm in the community 3 days a week giving food, but I want to partner with everybody. I'm not just for some people. I'm for everybody. My program that I have set up for the program I have set up for this tax collector position is for my seniors. I want to be able to protect our seniors. There's no one here to help them stay in their houses, or no one here to get out in the community, to be hands-on with them, to show them, they have rights. A lot of them get food out of their houses right now, and they need help. So if you're not available, you need somebody in the office that can be out in the community more than once a year, more than twice a year. How about quarterly, at least? You be out there all the time. And then also with the youth or anyone else, you have tax sections. Let's have tax talk. Let's have, open-minded conversations where you can teach them how to acquire properties legally in the right way, and even show them what the grants are. and then there can be a dignity within our culture. We can't turn our back on this. Let's reclaim what was ours. Instead of pushing everybody to the projects or pushing everybody to the side, no, we need to be here, and they need the assistance. So someone needs to stand up. And like I said, I've been here. I've been doing a lot of things. I'm part of the Rebuild Brighton area right now, and we're trying to take that community and turn it around. We're part of this. We go out to senior citizens, the Senior Citizens Center 3 times a week, in different areas all over Jefferson County. And we also partner with churches. So my passion is helping everybody, not just some people. And I'm very open and transparent to whatever is accessible. So on May 19th, I'm asking everybody for your vote, your prayers, and your support. Look me up.
Thank you so much, Ms. Mel. Next, we will have Ms. Tiffany Jones, and I sincerely apologize.
Good evening. Good evening. I would like to thank Alabama New South Alliance for giving me this opportunity to speak with you tonight. My name is Tiffany Jones, and I am running for Jefferson County District Court Judge, Civil Division, Place 7. As the District Court Judge, I will be responsible for handling cases that consist of landlord-tenant issues, account collections, and wage garnishments. I was born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. I am a proud product of the Birmingham City School System. For the past 13 years, I have been a solo practitioner handling criminal and civil cases. I have tried cases. I have written briefs to the Alabama Court of Civil Appeals. I have had decisions reversed in my favor. These experiences have increased my knowledge of the law and my ability to analyze complex legal issues. I have served as a special sitting District Court Judge and Circuit Court Judge. I have been entrusted with weighing the evidence of the law and applying them to the facts presented before me. As a special sitting District Court Judge and Circuit Court Judge, I have shown my temperament and knowledge of the law. But my experience extends beyond the courtroom. I have taught legal education courses to my colleagues. I have worked as an adjunct criminal law professor. I have volunteered at legal clinics. I have served as a pro bono mediator because I believe that justice should not be determined by your income or your circumstances. I am running for Jefferson County District Court Judge because I believe that the citizens of Jefferson County deserve a judge who brings fairness, compassion, and knowledge to the bench. These are all qualities that I possess. I am asking on May 19, 2026, that you go to the polls and you vote Jones for justice. Vote Jones for integrity. Vote Jones for fairness.
Thank you, Ms. Tiffany Jones. Next, we would have Mr. Jimmy Early, candidate for District Court Judge, Place 7.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jimmy Ray Early Jr., and I am running for Jefferson County, Alabama District Court Judge, Civil, Place 7. And I know I've got about 3 minutes, but I can't see the words coming out of my mouth, so I'll try to keep this brief. I was diagnosed with a visual disability that left me half blind when I was 10 years old. And thank you. And as my condition worsened over time, I had to rely on the kindness of strangers, but I soon as I aged, I realized I had to rely on the kindness of the fine citizens of Jefferson County, so I wanted to thank you all. I had to pivot all my life to different jobs as my condition worsened, whether or not it was customer service or retail. I could no longer physically perform those jobs. And once I was gracious enough to have a family of my own, I knew that I had to step up. And I was able to use the Department of Vocational Rehabilitation Services to land a job, a grateful job, at the Birmingham VA Medical Center as a switchboard operator. But I knew that there was more that I could be doing because I had to step up for my family. I had to step up for my community. And so I was able to land and graduate from the Birmingham School of Law here in Southside. Thanks. And I was able enough to become an attorney. And I specialized in civil attorney because being a civil attorney, whether or not you're a plaintiff or on the defense side, you argue and fight for your clients on kitchen table issues that matter the most. Whether or not you have a landlord-tenant dispute, whether you're a small business owner, whether or not you are trying to claw back your home from a foreclosure, or maybe you were defrauded out of your retirement because someone induced you into a contract. That you're defending yourself from unfair creditor practices for collecting on debt that you are not liable for. It's these civil issues that a district judge has to hear on a daily basis. And I was fortunate enough to win and defend the great citizens of Jefferson County, all the way to the Court of Civil Appeals and even changing the law in the Supreme Court in Alabama. And again, I am humbled by all the stories and hardships that I've heard in this great county. And now it is time for me to step up even further. And so I am asking for your vote for May 19th for District Court Judge Place 7. Don't wait, vote early. Vote early for May 19th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Early. We are almost there. Next, we will have Ms. Hope Marshall, candidate for District Court Judge, Place 7.
Thank you guys for coming out tonight. My name is Hope Marshall, and I am running for District Judge, Place 7. This is your small claims court. I am asking for your vote, your support, and your prayers on May 19th. You may ask yourself, why should I vote for Hope? A vote for me is a vote for a judge that will be honest and transparent in the judicial system. A vote for me is an opportunity for all citizens to be heard. A vote for me is for you to have a judge who will be professional and treat everyone with dignity. And a vote for me will have a judge with experience. An experience as an attorney, as a special sitting judge in this specific seat. So I have also represented individuals in this court, as well as bringing those charges against other individuals. So what I'm asking you is that on May 19th, please, please vote to bring hope to the bench and vote for me, the only hope on the ballot. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hope Marshall. We would like to give a special thanks to two of our other sponsors, Judge Martha Cooks, District Court Judge, Place 1. She's running unopposed. And Dr. Yvette McPherson Richardson, State Board of Education. She's also running unopposed. And this brings us to our conclusion. We're going to call up our event coordinator, Ms. C.C. Culpepper. Will you please give her a round of applause?
Bad, but I'm gonna have to do it. I wanna thank all of you for coming out. And what I would like to see the constituents leave with today is be
vote. You don't have to depend on ballots. You came out, you heard your candidates, we listened to their platform, you had an opportunity to speak to each one of them. Leave here tonight with an educated vote to know which way you need to go. If you still need to listen some more or whatever, go on Facebook. Come to New South Facebook, and we will have information for you. At this time, before we close out, our president of the PAC and our chair of the PAC, Mr. Lasser.
Thank you all so much for being here tonight. We appreciate your participation, and we'd like to take this opportunity to say, vote, please. Go out and vote. Just don't come out here, but we need to go to voting also.
Again, I want to thank our president of Alabama New South Coalition. We are just an umbrella under them. We do a non-profit community service, and we want to thank you for being our president.
Thank you so much. And Lieutenant Colonel Culpepper has already said there's nothing like the power of the vote. But even more important than the power of the vote is being an informed voter. So don't vote on popularity. Vote on information. Vote on what you know people have done for you in the past and how they're going to move you forward. So that's all I have to say. And in the words of John Lewis, there's nothing like the power. How do you say it? The most powerful thing is the vote. And since I can't remember it all, I'll stop there. I'm sorry. But anyway, you get the gist of it, and I'll turn over to Attorney Christie.
How many people here want change in Alabama? If you want change, you got to go vote. Not only yourself, your family members, your friends, your neighbors, you got to get them all to go vote. Now, when I say, do you want change, I want you to say, go vote. Do you want change? Go vote. Do you want change? Go vote. Do you want change? Go vote. Thank you for being here tonight.
And again, we want to thank our Mr. Chris Coleman, Miss Charity Davis, and you know what? The Olympics is going on, so we are Team Alabama New South Alliance, Sherry McLean, committed. Miss Charity, Mrs. Lasser, Miss Brenda Ford, Senator Marika Coleman, they gave us a great donation. We just love you. Mr. Lois Mason, Miss Judge Myrtle, and Mrs. Lasser, and our timekeepers, Attorney McDonald, Miss Alexis Coleman, and Miss Charity. Thank you all. If I missed you, just grab me going out the door and take me to lunch and we'll talk about it. Love you. Love you. Thanks for coming. The bar is closing, but grab you a beverage going out. And our DJ